I gotta find these spots. My tongue is killing me. So,
Before I don't know who that is.
you gonna answer it?
Nope.
Backcountry and Theragun. Okay, let me get these pulled up. I don't think there's anything different. In the month of August. It's August. This is, oh man. You haven't started recording yet, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, y'all get to see how this works. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but we're getting ready to record the podcast. And I pulled up the copy for Backcountry, and the promotion is for August. So I don't know if they are extending the sale or if there's, yeah,
Hello, Albert.
or
Hello,
just
Sin.
delete that part and do the rest of it.
Hello, Abe. Hello, ACNC12, Adrian.
It says you get 15% off. That's the normal thing, but we were promoting in the month of August the half off summer sale. So I'm just going to delete that part because August is over. Because I mean, unless there's, I mean, the offer is still the same other than that, right?
70. Bruno, Jamie, Jakob, Kara, Sam, I am. Hello, Elizabeth. Angeli Boone. Hello, Paula.
I mean,
I guess
yeah, text because we're going to start recording and just because we have to get it done early today. But if it's a problem,
Tiffany.
we'll worry about it later. but text me. I'll just keep an eye on it, and that way I can open it up during the recording.
Thanks, Bruno.
Okay, thank you. All right, bye.
So are we good?
Yeah, I just told her to text me if it's, and then I'll.
Hello, Monica. Hello, Angeli. Angeli's in Boston.
Hey, Boston. We want to come to Boston.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Mel. Love you desperately.
We were supposed to go to Boston in 2020, and that got canceled.
Hello, Julie's Overalls. Hello, Justin. Okay. What else we got? Oh, the story. Yeah. Yeah, that's enough for right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans, and unlike last podcast, I'm not buzzed. I'm completely sober, but this is my husband and podcast and also sober co-host, Alan Evans.
Hey, Trade in the house. I'm sober for now, but I am going to the restaurant tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink, though.
Yeah.
I'm just going down to, I haven't been there in a while.
Well,
it's going to go have some barbecue, and you have plans tonight, so yeah. I'm rolling solo.
Yep, I'm going out. My daughter has a couple of running buddies that she's always, hanging out with, and their moms, we kind of all like tag team who gets to take and pick up, and we depend on each other so much. So I finally said, why don't the three of us, the moms, get together, and we're going to do that tonight. And I may sound like I'm a little inebriated today, but I'm in a tremendous amount of oral pain.
Oh, oral pain?
My mouth is killing me. I don't know what happened exactly that led to this, but I tend to grind my teeth when I sleep very badly. Mm-hmm. And I have a dental appliance that I wear sometimes, but not all the time. Anyway, this morning I woke up and either I chewed my tongue or bit it or something in my sleep, but it is completely raw. And it keeps rubbing up against my tooth, and it's extremely painful. And I went to go buy some orthodontics wax today, mm-hmm. but they didn't have any at the store. And so one of the moms tonight works for an orthodontist's office, and she's going to bring me some. So I'm going to be sitting there at the table shoving orthodontics wax on my tooth to give my tongue a chance to heal.
That's pretty sexy.
It's really painful, y'all, but I talk for a living. So we just got to plow through.
Oh, do you? Talk for a living. Absolutely. You've been going nonstop today.
Excuse me?
You have.
I have?
Yes.
Do you know earlier today when you came home and I was trying to get my devotion, my Bible reading done, who was Mr. Chatty Cathy? That was you.
I was just telling you the story about the people that I saw in public and what happened.
Very chatty.
Maybe
we're both chatty.
Maybe I'll tell that story about my Hobby Lobby experience.
Okay. It wasn't, I don't know.
That's not a great story.
It's not a great story.
I mean, but it's kind of.
It'll be equivalent to the story Big Al told on the radio.
Oh my gosh. I kept waiting for the point. Where's the point?
Exactly. Did you hear me?
Man.
I'm like, and then what happened? Big Al is notorious, if you listen to the Kid Craddock Morning Show,
nationally syndicated,
for telling stories that are really pointless. You know, it's like talking to be talking. And sometimes that happens.
Big Al just talks to talk.
We all do, because we have airtime to fill. But this is like not just a story that came up in conversation. This is a story he teased all morning long. So like 3 hours into the show, he finally does the payoff. And the story was, he said he was even making out with his fiance when he was about to tell her the story. He said, wait a minute, I'm going to write this down so I don't forget it, because I want to tell it tomorrow on the air. Y'all ready for this? I'm going to save you the trouble of going back and looking for this story. Mm-hmm. Tell me if I miss any details, honey.
Okay.
So Al said he was looking in the back of his car.
I think it was his truck, but doesn't matter.
Truck.
Yeah.
Looking in the back seat of his truck, and he looked underneath the seat, and there was a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that bag was a boxed cheesecake, not a slice of cheesecake.
Right.
A boxed cheesecake. It was strawberry.
Okay.
With the whipped cream and everything on it.
Then what?
And then so I didn't say that yet. He said, and I bought this cheesecake about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I put it under the seat so it wouldn't get, squished by anything, any other groceries or stuff.
Yeah.
And I forgot that it was there.
Okay. And then what happened after that? Did anybody eat it, or?
That was the whole story. And I left off the part, he threw it away. I left off that part. Can you believe that? That was his story. And let me just say, that's about what your Hobby Lobby story is.
I don't know. There's more of a punchline of the Hobby Lobby story.
Was there a punchline?
I don't know. I can tell it. And then, hey, I don't besmirch Big Al. I tell pointless stories too, all the time.
But like, it'd be one thing, like if you're a preacher, like a preacher would take that story about the forgotten cheesecake, and he would turn it into symbolism about how Jesus found us,
right.
Hiding. Even though we look pretty on the outside, we were rotten on the inside because we've been sitting there in that Texas summer heat in a locked, hot car covered in mold and decay.
Amen.
Even though you look good on the surface, your insides are rotten. But
Amen.
You know what? Jesus found you hidden underneath that seat. He pulled you out of the darkness.
Yes.
And then threw you in the trash. See, I have to change the ending. But a preacher would change the ending on that and make it better.
Yeah. Yeah, but Big Al is not a preacher. I'm more of a preacher than Big Al, if that's saying anything.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm ordained.
That is true.
You forgot I was ordained?
That is true. I forgot. Alice, too. He did a wedding.
Oh, is he really?
He did a wedding in South Carolina.
Oh, that's cool. Golly, I'm besmirching my man Big Al, and he
leads the prayer on the radio.
That's right. What am I saying?
So who's more of a preacher now?
I'm sorry, Al.
I'd say Kellie Rasberry for turning the cheesecake story into Jesus Saves.
I did not know Big Al was ordained. How did he get ordained? Online?
Online like you did,
yeah.
Go ahead and tell your Hobby Lobby story.
Well, now I'm kind of embarrassed to tell it.
Tell it. It's better than cheesecake.
Well, it's not really the story. It's more of a, what would you do in this situation, or what should you do in this situation? So I go into Hobby Lobby. I'm looking for some decorations for Cole's room. Okay. I find some good decorations. They're pretty heavy. They're a bunch of wooden decorations, 50% off. Hobby Lobby, all wall decorations, 50% off right now. Hashtag not an ad. I roll to the checkout, and there are two ladies talking. They're checking out, but they're talking to the checker, who is also a gal. So we have 3 gals, 2 customers, 1 checker. What is happening right now?
You're getting phone calls.
They
threw you off your game.
Yeah, they finish conducting their business. So they check out. Now, all three of the gals stop down to engage. So they're just talking, like all three of them. And I'm standing, I'm being PC. I'm standing 6 feet away, but they can see me. I'm standing right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, why in the hell are they stopping down to engage right now? So I'm like, what should you do? And so what I was thinking is, what should you do in that situation? If someone is behind you, should you just engage with the checker, or should you pick up your shit and leave? What should you do?
You don't say shit in Hobby Lobby.
Sorry,
FYI.
That's true. Should you pick up your shat and leave? What should you do?
Same thing, past tense and not appropriate.
Shit, shat.
I would say biblically based.
Shit, shat. Will have
shat.
Stuff. Will have
stuff. Pick up your stuff.
You always call my stuff shit. Why is my stuff shit, but yours is stuff?
Seriously?
Yes, you always call my stuff shit.
You say that about everybody. That's not just me.
So anyway, that was the question.
That he turned that into a question because that was the whole story. That was the whole story. Yeah, they were just engaging.
They were engaging.
No, what we were saying is, I said, and you hate engaging.
No,
you said,
that's not true.
You said, I like engaging when it's on my terms. That's what he said. Because I like to engage. I would have engaged those old ladies all day. I would have gotten to know who their grandchildren were. I would have found out where they go to church. Right. We would have had a lovely conversation. And my husband would have been sitting there fuming, seething silently because he's got to get home.
Now, let me be clear. I was very friendly. I was very polite. I never made a noise. I never rolled my eyes. I never said anything under my breath. I was just, my wheels were turning. I'm thinking.
But if I was in a huge hurry, what I would do in that situation as the customer, I would say, excuse me, I am so sorry to interrupt. I really am, but I've got to get, I've got to get back to the office or something. Okay, do y'all mind? Okay. I said, I don't mind if y'all keep talking. Please keep talking. But can you please ring me up? That's what I would have said. Okay, with a very thick Southern accent.
Okay.
You have to learn how to manipulate people to get them to do what you want, and not in the manipulation.
Wow.
See, let me tell you, Alan, though, the word manipulate has negative connotations. Manipulation is not always a negative thing. Sometimes you can manipulate your children to do what they're supposed to do, your husband. You do it in a kind way. Like yesterday, for instance, my daughter got in the car with her butt on her shoulders. Where'd she learn that from?
I love that expression, by the way.
And kind of like almost demanding, not asking, but like demanding that I figure out how to get her to a volleyball game last night. And I was like, I have other plans and stuff. And it got real ugly. And I ended up telling her this. When I used to try to manipulate my parents, I was smarter about it than you were, than you are. I said, because I would come at my parents with kindness. I would do chores around the house. I'd be sweet. And then I'd ask for what I want. And 99% of the time I get it. Did my parents know they were being manipulated? Probably. But that's how you do it. But manipulation is not always a bad thing. And I stand by that.
Kind of like when you drag your significant other into a Harley Davidson dealership and she's got her butt on her shoulders.
Yeah, I have my butt on my shoulders.
And then the next thing you know, you're rolling out with a Harley Davidson.
That was effective, wasn't it? So listen, I'm stressed. My mouth hurts. My husband just bought a Harley. And you know where I carry all of my tension? In my shoulders. But if I ask Alan, honey, come massage me just for a minute. And my thumbs are tired. But you know who's never tired?
Wow.
My Theragun. And my Theragun doesn't talk back. Doesn't give me attitude.
Neither do I.
But you know what? I do. I'm joking around now, but Theragun is awesome. And I don't want you to let the stress of daily life weigh on your body, wherever you carry your attention. Or maybe you're in the gym all the time. And even though you work out regularly, sometimes you go a little too hard and your legs are just killing you. Well, whether you're just an everyday stressed out person or an elite athlete, let me tell you, Theragun can make your life so much better. Theragun is a handheld percussive therapy device that releases your deepest muscle tension using a scientifically calibrated combo of depth, speed, and power. It's as quiet as an electric toothbrush. The Gen 4 Theragun doesn't just feel good, it gets to the source of your pain by releasing tension. Using Theragun's signature percussive therapy, it goes 60% deeper than vibration alone. And I'm telling you what, I want it deeper, I want it harder, I want it good. And whether you want to treat your muscle tension from working out, an injury, or just stress from everyday life, there is no substitute for the Theragun Gen 4. The OLED screen and the design make you feel like you're holding something from the future in the palm of your hand, you can go to the website to check it out. And the Theragun app learns from your behaviors and suggests guided routines. Like Netflix learns from what you watch and suggests wonderful, movies and TV shows for you to watch. The Theragun learns your activities too and can suggest things. I love technology like this.
So try Theragun for what you think we've never done this before. So try Theragun for 30 days, starting at only $199. Go to therabody.com/lovin.
Change the website on you. I'm glad you were paying attention.
Listen up. Go to therabody.com/lovin right now and get your Gen 4 Theragun today. That's therabody.com/lovin. One more time, babe. therabody.com/lovin, Lovin.
Perfect. Love it.
Love it.
All right. So Alan did have some other things to get to besides all that.
We brought up the motorbike. Any fallout from that?
Not for me.
My followers who saw the pictures of the motorbike were very supportive. I have a lot of lady followers that have a motorbike.
That's great.
Like, I got a Harley too. That's awesome.
I used to have them when I was younger.
Wait a minute. You had a motorbike?
I told you I had a miniature motorcycle that I hit the dry dirt. Do you not remember we had this conversation?
No. You've never told me
podcast
this.
Family, did I not say that I used to have a miniature motorbike because
on the radio you may have.
I said it here.
No, you didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm positive I would remember that. What kind of motorbike was it?
I can't remember who I tell what story to anymore.
What was it?
It was a miniature, like, shrink down motorcycle. It was like a little tiny motorcycle.
Like a Grom?
And you had to, and my brother and I used to ride it all the time. And one time I hit that dry dirt bed and I ended up scraping my face on the side, but I still got back on it and I loved it. I know I told that story.
What brand was it?
I don't remember. You'd have to ask my dad. I literally was like in the 2nd or 3rd grade.
So it had a clutch and you had to shift and everything?
Yes.
So you know how to ride?
Yes. Well, from when I was in 3rd or 4th.
Let's get you on that hog.
Oh, no.
Huh?
I don't want to.
Anyway, the people who saw the pictures said it was a really nice looking bike. They're very supportive. They said, be safe, wear all your equipment. And I said, I don't ride without my equipment.
I've been very complimentary of you. I said, unlike other people we've learned who just get out there and ride without a helmet, without any training, no license, nothing, Alan is at least practicing, getting good before he puts any of us on it with him.
Well,
there's that.
Well, like I've told several people, the last thing I want to do is die. So
But let's check the life insurance policies before you go out.
I'm gonna remember you said that.
Everybody.
What are you gonna do? Cut a brake line or something?
I would not do that. I would not do that.
So yeah, it's been good so far. So far, so good. So Kellie and I had to do a little home improvement because we have a party this weekend. So Kellie's giving me a little honeydew. She said, honey, I need you to do this. Yeah. Honey, I need you to do that. So the kid has got to do some cleanup outside, a little landscaping. I've had to look at all the toilets. And we've had some toilet issues. One issue being we have a cracked toilet seat on one of our toilets.
Now, okay.
What?
You're telling everybody we have a cracked toilet seat because we're so big we cracked it.
No, you just said that.
You said that you said that on your Instagram story or whatever.
I did say that at Home Depot. I did say that. I cannot tell a lie. I did say that. Now,
I don't ever hardly use that toilet.
I use it all the time. Now, my public service announcement is if you want to replace your toilet seat, you have to identify what kind of bowl you have. Do you have a round bowl or do you have an extended bowl? If you have a round bowl, you got to get a round toilet seat. If you have the extended bowl, which is what we have, because we're big people. Mm-hmm. I mean, we produce a lot of waste. You need a bigger bowl and it's more comfortable. It's taller. It's deeper.
We produce a lot of waste.
Right. So you got to have that type of seat for that bowl. Now you can get an almond seat. You can get a white seat. You can get them in plastic, wood.
Our mistake was it was a plastic seat.
This one's wood.
The one we had before.
I bought a Bemis toilet seat for the Kohler toilet because I don't care what brand my toilet seat is. I just want the damn thing to work. I don't want it to slide around. I want it to soft close. That's the game changer, soft close. If you have kids, peeps, you got to have a soft close toilet seat with a lid. So when they're putting it down, it's not slamming and stressing you out.
And breaking.
Yeah, and break. It closes real nice and stuff. So I went to Homey D's. I found a Bemis toilet seat, and it's wood, white wood. As soon as I posted that I'm getting a white wood toilet seat, I get it home. I'm so excited. I'm about to put it on. One of my followers says, "We have a wood toilet seat. If you use the wrong cleaner, it's going to stain. They chip. We hate it." And I said, "You know what? I appreciate that, but I am not going back to Home Depot's to return this
Was
some
it
bitch."
expensive?
20, what was it? $29?
Right,
$30,
we'll
call it
use
a
it
day.
until it chips.
I'll use it until it chips or until it stains.
Okay.
But I'm not rolling back there to exchange this toilet seat for another toilet seat. I'm just not going to do that.
All right, we'll deal with it for the time being.
Right.
We'll see how much use we get out of it.
Who's going to take it for the test drive first?
You.
Me?
I know you're so excited. You're so excited to try your new toilet seat.
You should.
Why?
I don't know. Put your creamy buns on there. Huh? Take it for a little test drive?
I don't have to go.
Take a little test drive?
I don't have to go.
Oh, okay.
It might be a while before I have to go.
Oh, could be another month.
Could be.
Could be another 2 months.
So you were incorrect when you were saying we produce.
No, I'm sure I broke it because I use it every morning. That's the one I go and the dogs jump up on my knees and I take pictures and I send them to our group text. That's the seat. That's the toilet I use.
That's what Alan does for fun every morning. His whole family in the family group text gets to see Alan on the toilet.
And then my mom and my sister,
all of them,
they're just like,
they don't want to see that. Nobody wants to.
My dad thinks it's funny, and I know JD thinks it's funny, but he's not allowed to comment. He's not allowed to comment
because he's married to your sister,
right?
Anyway,
that's toilet seat drama at Evans Manor. Another pointless, useless story.
It was very helpful. You know what? You saved a lot of people from buying wood toilet seats. Thanks to our listeners. Maybe you should have taken a poll before you went shopping.
Can I give one more tip about toilets?
Sure.
I called a plumber to come look at all the toilets.
They were starting to each one fail.
I mean, when we moved in, we put in all new toilets
because put in all new toilet seats, not all new toilets.
No? Okay.
We didn't put in all new toilets. I think
we did.
I think we might have put in one. I know at our old house, I put in a brand new toilet. But I think in this one, I think we just replaced seats.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well, I told the plumber that I thought that the innards of all those toilets were about 3 years old. They could have been older. It sounds like they're probably older. But I didn't want to mess with it because I didn't want to go to Homey D's, buy all this stuff, drain the toilet with a bucket, replace all the innards on all the toilets. It's a lot of work, you know? But that guy came back and I was sitting in here working. He came back and gave me that price. I didn't tell you how much it cost to fix all those things.
Awful.
You don't want to know. Those plumbers must live in mansions.
Yeah, it's a lot. Are you wishing you would have done it now?
I'm wishing I kind of had done it myself.
Yeah.
Because it was expensive. But we all know plumbers are expensive because they get in there and they touch that stuff you don't want to touch. No. I don't get in there and put my face down in there.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Next time we have a toilet.
Anybody need a toilet fix? Call Alan. Don't call your plumber. Call Alan because we need the cash. We got to pay for that motorcycle.
Thanks,
he's complaining about the cost of getting our toilets flushing again. The reason he's choked on the toilet bill is because
not the brand new Harley.
I just bought the Harley.
Priorities.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
You said you brought all this stuff. I can't do it right now. Do that.
So Kelly and I, we got a package at our business address today. And if you want to send us, sorry, babe.
That's right.
I moved my chair. I moved my chair and Kelly fell down. If you want to send us letters, mail, money, anything like that, you can send it.
We got to offset that toilet bill.
If you just go to kellyandalan.com, our business address is on there, and people must find it because they send us all kinds of neat things. Today, I went to the mailbox and we had a letter package from Jessica. And Jessica sent us.
You need to read the letter first. It's kind of funny. She didn't have any stationery, so she used these
I'll do that
memo
first.
pads.
Yeah.
That are kind of funny. One is like, if you want to give somebody a high five, it's got these places where you can check, to you from whoever, the date and time. And it's like you check the box. One looked good, made me look good, took one for the team, blah, blah, blah. She checked, you still got it, and you rock.
Is that to you or me?
It's to Kellie and Alan.
Oh, okay.
And then she said, please excuse the stationery.
Please excuse the stationery. It was this or the other in the envelope. And that one says, you suck. This is the stationery
It's cute.
that
it's like a gag gift.
one of our very, very best customers, Amy Wilkerson, gave us.
Yeah.
She gave us a bunch of these.
You suck says, dear whomever, I regret to inform you that you suck.
But she didn't fill this
a lot
out.
Or in a good way. No, she was just giving us an example. You always, never, recently, check one, blank, and it makes me want to blank. It's very cute. It's a cute little gift. Anyway.
Okay, so Jessica says, hi guys, love the podcast. I have enclosed some seed pods. Yes, I know this is odd. They are for a Texas star hibiscus. Please feel free to Google to confirm. They're a beautiful flower that gets bigger each year. Before it flowers, it does look like marijuana. Just FYI. I do hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Love, Jessica.
Yeah, I think my mom used to live at a house that had these when she first moved
My
here.
mom has had these.
It looks like marijuana.
But the flowers are huge.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Huge, and they're really beautiful. So she sent us a sheet that has some information about the Texas star.
The hardy hibiscus.
The hardy
Texas
hibiscus.
Star.
Okay. We're not going to go into all that detail, but it says it attracts butterflies and hummingbirds.
I'm surprised this made it through the U.S. Postal Service because she sent us
No
these seed
kidding.
pods in a baggie, and it looks like weed.
So I'm holding up, it looks like a dime bag, and there's a green substance inside, green and
funny?
Brown.
And do you plant that? Does she explain?
Babe, as much as I
You
like,
ask your mom.
yeah, as much as I like landscaping, I'm not a big flower guy. I don't know much about them.
Ask your mom how that
My
works.
mom will know how this works.
And if it needs to be in direct sunlight.
Most flowers do. Rarely.
And like our front yard sunlight,
That's
our
a lot of
flowers are
sunlight.
frying.
Yeah, that's a lot of sunlight. Okay, yeah. So
That's
there you go.
So sweet.
Very sweet.
Very creative. I mean, that's a first. We have never gotten a bag of seed pod.
We've never got a bag of.
That's cute. And
seed
I
pod.
don't have it in front of me. Another lovely listener that I don't have it in front of me. Darn it. She was at the grocery store and she saw this Harry Styles magazine, and those things are expensive, and she wants me to save and give it in to Kellie for Christmas. That's very sweet. I'm going to send her a little thank you for that.
That was nice.
Yeah, very nice. We have nice listeners who support this podcast by listening every week, who support our podcast sponsors. I'm really happy when I hear from you guys that you've tried something that Alan and I have recommended and you've fallen in love with it and you've become repeat customers. And that's why we love telling you about Backcountry, one of our sponsors. Yeah, because, everybody, I think in the past year realized we need to get outdoors more. We need to put down the technology. We need to, especially when you were isolated at home, you're like, you have to have some sense of normalcy and go back to those days when you used to go outside and play and just be in the fresh air. And as adults, we can go outside and play. We can go camping. We can go bike riding. We can go hiking. But do you have the right gear to do it? What if you are underprepared? What if you're overprepared and spend so much wasted money buying all this unnecessary equipment? And that's what I love about backcountry.com, because when you shop at backcountry.com, you pick up the phone and you talk gear with an actual former Olympian, because the company was founded by a former Olympic skier, and backcountry.com is the best place for outdoor gear and apparel. So anything from providing you a detailed pack list for your next camping trip, or if you need a gift recommendation for someone who is super outdoorsy. Our brother-in-law, totally into biking.
Loves
now.
biking. Yeah.
I mean, like aggressive biking.
Mm-hmm.
So, we want to make sure we get the right thing for him, something unique that maybe we wouldn't think of on our own. And that's what we love calling the gearheads to get their advice on things like that. Everything Backcountry sells, the highest quality, but it's really the Backcountry gearheads who make the real difference. All former pro athletes, Olympians, 100+ days a year skiers, seasoned guides with years of experience, all available 24/7 by phone, email, or you can chat for product recommendations and hard-won advice. We really appreciate it because they helped Alan, because Alan, not as aggressive as a biker as our brother-in-law, but you needed some help with some panniers, we found out they were called, right?
That's French for saddlebags.
Yeah, he needed some saddlebags for his
I needed
bike.
them for my bike. I called a gearhead and told him what kind of bike I have and what kind of riding I do. And he said, you need these. And I said, okay, let's do this. It was very simple, very easy. I also got a nice Patagonia vest, a Patagonia jacket, and a Stetson hat.
And, if you live in a certain climate, if you're changing seasons, the gearheads can recommend like like a Patagonia vest, maybe for some place like Texas where it doesn't get extremely cold, that would be more helpful than getting the full jacket.
They got great brands.
Yeah, all those types of things you'll get, and good quality service and merchandise at backcountry.com.
So go to backcountry.com/sandwich and enter promo code SANDWICH to get 15% off your first fully priced purchase. Some exclusions apply. So go right now. Get that 15% off on any non-sale items at backcountry.com/sandwich. Enter promo code SANDWICH. One more time, backcountry.com/sandwich. And don't forget to enter promo code SANDWICH. We love Backcountry.
We do.
They got good stuff.
Well, we've got some big plans for this evening after we hit the stop button on the podcast recorder. I'm going to have dinner with a couple of my daughter's friends' moms to get to know them better. Mm-hmm. Listen, a lot of ladies that I talk to from time to time, I get love letters to Kellie. People are lonely and people are like, I don't have friends and stuff. You've got to be proactive. And I reached out to those moms and said, hey, our daughters are friends. We all should get to know each other better. So we're going to do that tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And while we're going to dinner, our daughters are all going to a homecoming pep rally for the high school that they'll be going into in a couple of years.
Man, we're all over the place.
Yeah, we're all over the place tonight.
And I'm rolling down to the restaurant to have a little BBQ and just check in. Haven't been down there in a while. And I think Chef Mike wants to take some photos or something. So I'm going to go down there. But you want to tell that story about last night, the football game, real quick before we sign off? Or are you ready to sign off?
We can tell it real quick if you want. It's not a really long
We can
story.
tell it real quick.
You have time?
Yeah, we have time. Okay. Let's take 2 seconds. So last night, I won't tell the whole thing, but I'll chime in. Last night, Kellie and I go to our son Cole's football game. So he's in 7th grade. He's playing 7th grade football, and we're watching them play. You know, they had a good game. They won again, but
they creamed the other team.
Yeah, they creamed.
It was like 30-something to nothing again.
But unlike the first game we went to, this game, it was a little cooler. So they had the mascot out in the suit, in the little mountain lion cougar suit. And they also had the cheerleaders out.
Yeah, we didn't get that last time.
Yeah, we didn't see them last time. So, 7th grade cheerleaders, there's 15 of them?
Yeah.
So they're out there doing their routine, and they were really good. It was really cute. They did a good job. But Kellie saw one of the girls, and she said, look at that girl. She is so cute. And, jokingly, she said, she is so cute. We should set Cole up with her. They would make, they'd be really.
We're not going to say names because we don't want to embarrass anybody. Yeah. Let's call her Mary because that is not her name. So they do the hello cheers. And they introduce all the girls and they get to the very end to the one I think is so cute. And they say, here's Mary, not her real name. And I was like, oh, Mary. I said, she's adorable. We have got to set Cole up with Mary. We got to do that.
So after the game ends, and then Kellie and I walk down, and we're walking out of the stands, and we're standing outside of the locker room waiting for Cole to come out because we just want to say good game and say hi. And I get a tap on the shoulder. And I look over, and it's a police officer. And it was the police officer that was working the game. Mm-hmm. And he introduces himself, and I'm not going to say it. He's like, hi, I'm Officer Smith. I'm like, hi, I'm Alan. And he goes, yeah, I know. He said, I talk to your son all the time. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. Apparently, my daughter has a crush on him. And I said, no way. That's awesome.
And Cole hasn't said anything.
He hasn't said anything to us about it.
Apparently, he said something to McKellie.
He said something to McKellie. So I said, oh, wow, that's really awesome. And then the officer jokingly says, yeah, I told Cole if he messes with my daughter, I'm going to tase him. And I said, that's awesome. You need to keep that pressure up. Keep telling that kind of stuff. I think that's great. So we had a good laugh about that. And I said, well, which one's your daughter? And 2 seconds later, here comes the officer's daughter and wife. And the wife listens to Kellie and loves to listen to Kellie on the radio. Is a big fan. But the daughter, coincidentally, was the exact same girl.
It was Mary. Not her real name.
That Kellie pointed out. It was Mary.
I was like, you've got to be kidding.
What are the chances?
What are the chances? And she comes up and she's like, yes, I have a crush on him. I said, well, he's really shy. She goes, I know. She's very shy. Aww. But I don't remember if she said it or mom said it. She said, I'm really outgoing.
Yeah.
And I said, that's a good balance because it's good to have if one of you shy, the other one's really outgoing. I said, do you have any classes with him? No, but I see him in the hall.
Oh.
And I said, well, you just keep being your cute little self and just you've got such a good personality. And I said, I'll put in a little word for you. And she was so excited. And the police officer said something about tasing him. And I took my umbrella and I hit him. I was like, is this officer abuse? Stop it. Don't do that. But it's really so cute.
And then Cole comes over. And we were all standing there, and I started to give him a little bit.
You shouldn't have. That's what I was like.
And then Kelly says, "Stop! Don't embarrass him.
Don't embarrass them, y'all. Kids take that stuff very seriously."
I know. I just joked him a little bit, and he was
in front of her.
He was fine. I just said, "Hey, Cole, sounds like
somebody
likes you, huh?"
Super cute.
Yeah,
we're gonna work on that. We'll keep you posted.
She's very cute.
And then Kellie came home from school today, and she got in the car. She's so funny. Sometimes she said, I got so many compliments today. I was like, what? She goes, people were loving my hair and my makeup and my sweatshirt.
Her hair, I told her this morning when she came down, I was waiting for her and I said, wow, your hair is full. It's very fluffy. It has lots of body. I was trying to compliment her like your hair looks good without being weird about it, So she kind of thinks she kind of like that.
Yeah.
Her hair was very fluffy.
Yeah. I've got one of these hairbrush roller dryer. It's all in one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Emma Kellie, you've got to start learning how to do your own hair. But she likes me to do it. So I straightened it out last night. So it was good. But she stole my South Carolina sweatshirt. Not USC. It's a Myrtle Beach, South Carolina sweatshirt that's all worn out. It's got perfect holes, like, the ones that are worn out naturally. You don't buy them that way.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, everybody's complimenting me today. And somebody told her she smelled good. So she was,
oh, wow.
She was feeling
it.
So yesterday she got in the car being a butt. And today she got in the car feeling herself. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good, babe. I know we've got some time. We got some things to do here. So our time has run out, I believe.
Yeah. Thank y'all for joining us for the podcast. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for our next podcast family meetup. Don't forget that on November the 13th, 6 p.m. at Oak Barbecue in Dallas, Texas. Alan set up a little information post on the Sandwich and Some Lovin' Facebook page if you want to check that out. You might want to post something on the Instagram too.
Yeah,
we can refer people to that.
I will. We're still good ways out. But
yeah,
as it gets closer,
it's a month out.
A month out. Okay,
that's not that far.
And that's not that far. Nope. All right, babe. Got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
I love Oak Barbecue desperately. So that's where I'm going tonight. I'm going to get me a little jalapeno cheese sausage, a little smoked turkey.
Bring home some of that black pepper sausage. Emma Kellie likes that.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Bring home
turkey?
Bring it on.
Okay.
I love it. I love the turkey.
All right, guys. Well, I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. All right, I got to run.
I know, honey. We'll say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, goodbye, everybody. I got to run. I was supposed to be down there at 6. It's going to take me probably at least that long to get there. So, yeah, I got to go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys.
We'll be back at a regular time next time.